So I was maybe bullied into office, running for office the first time. They say you have to ask a man once, you have to ask a woman 7 times. They probably had asked me like 70, if I'm being honest, because I had kids and I had a job and I was already giving back. But because of my work with Moms Demand Action, the training they gave me, I stepped up and ran in 2020, which was a weird year to run for anything because the whole world shut down. So all the things that you normally do, like have in-person events, go door knocking, all of that was off the table. The Democrat who had run before me had gotten only 30% of the vote. It was a known Republican stronghold seat. The person who was the incumbent had been there for a decade. He was the chair of the Education Committee. He still is. I got 47% of the vote in this crazy, crazy year of 2020. We moved the needle that much. You know how much we moved it? They redrew the map. They were nervous that I'd do it again. So I thought, well, that was an interesting thing. I don't know if I'll ever do that again, but it did lead me to some really great things. And the best thing it did was our county mayor, Mayor Lee Harris, saw my campaign and was impressed by it. And he said, I want you to come work for me. And I thought, this is great. I get to do those big systematic changes. I'm no longer Don Quixote, like, poking at the windmills. I get to walk in and be like, how do we feel about solar panels now? I think windmills are done, And he put me to work, and I did get to work on big things like our gun lock program that you talked about. We've given out over 2,000 gun locks in the Shelby County, which is amazing. It costs $2 for a gun lock, $5 to mail it to anybody, $7 to save a life. And it doesn't only help the guns that are stolen out of cars and the violent crime that is related to that, but it also helps children who get a hold of guns they're not supposed to, because we unfortunately lead the nation in that too in Memphis, and people who are maybe going to commit suicide. We're seeing a rise in both our veterans and our teenage girls, and if they get a hold of a gun they're not supposed to, it makes them that much easier to end their life. So I'm proud of that. I'm proud of how we've taken that model and moved it into our free HIV testing.